So now you're like, okay, I'm done. Like, this music thing is bringing me more pain than joy. I need to deal with this thing. Or else. So what year is this, and how do you start going about that?
This is mid 2019. So I've done media tours, I've put out singles. I feel like I'm putting in all this effort, but I'm not growing, I'm not hitting, I'm not booking major endorsements. I'm not like, where am I not growing? Where does it feel like it's the same? Yes, I'm more visible and more people recognize me, and when I go to a salon, now they'll just start playing my songs. Like, people recognize me and they know me, and there's power in that. There's
power in fame.
There's power in fame, and it can lead to things, but to feel like I'm not reaching my goal, and now I'm leaving my 20s. Now I'm supposed to be established. Where am I not established? Where am I not established? This thing is supposed to have worked by now. I'm supposed to be a huge star by now. Supposed to have Grammys by now. Like, this is not matching my vision. And I'm tired. I don't feel like it's moving anywhere. And I remember doing a song, Turn Up, featuring Elvis Who and MOG. And when we were in the studio...
And who?
And MOB, sorry, not MOG. Sorry, like, MOB.
MOG.
MOB. And by this point, I've put out Jew, I've put out Shika, I've put out Turn Up. Like, I've put out all these songs, but it feels like nothing is giving me the results of Nairobi or Kama Kawaida. They're kind of just like soft, well received. Yes, they get some airplay, but it's not like this thing that's calling in opportunities. And I've done the media tours, and I feel like I'm spending so much time and money, but it's not coming back out. Tonight we have to turn up. This club even hotter than a sauna. Better call the police informer. Bam bam bigger than Bombay. Nazi me be bonus Wembe. Oh, they dance all up in the party. Whenever me jiggle it, the boys say ooh la la. You wanna push up on it? Me I whine it, push up on it. Back it up, girl, push up on it. Sexy ladies, it's murder, girl, you a murder. Wine up like a belly dancer. Turn up, that's a mantra. My girl, them take it down low. My Charlie wanna magado. My youth, them wanna dance slow. Chini kwa chini, all the way we go. You wanna push up on it? Me, I whine it, push up on it. Back it up, girl, push up on it. Sexy ladies, it's murder. Girl, you a murder. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's murder. Girl, you a murder. Turn up tonight. Murder. Girl, you a murder. Turn up, turn up, turn up. And I remember doing Turn Up and just being frustrated because now I was in the position where I thought something was a hit. I thought this song is it. It's gonna be it's a dope video. It's so hot.
Yeah.
It's a good collaboration. There's money behind it. Someone has finally put money on me. Like, this thing is going to work.
What do you mean somebody put money on you?
Like, where it's like, we're gonna shoot the video, we're gonna style you. Like, up until this point, it's me and myself and I.
So, like, why did they come in? Were you signed?
I wasn't signed, but it's someone I had worked with. I had worked with DJ Space on Cook Studio.
Oh, nice.
So it's someone who I felt was like, I believe in you. I see what you're doing. Let's do a song together and I'll fund it.
Oh, nice.
It was like one of my first experiences of I'll fund it. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, this feels so good, like, to actually have support.
Yeah.
Because for a very long time, I hadn't experienced, like, financial support. Someone being like, I see you, I see what you're doing. Yep. Here, grow. Like, let's make something. I also experienced that at Taurus Music. Like, when I collaborated with
their artist Trina.
Yeah.
So
But Trina was signed under Taurus.
Trina was signed.
Did
under
they try and
Taurus.
sign you?
They did.
Yeah.
They did, and we were in talks, but it didn't work out.
It's one of those things that weren't working out.
Yeah.
This one, it was you who was like, I don't want.
Yeah. It felt like at the time, that's just not where I fit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. I don't want no beef, but like it didn't feel like I fit.
Was okay?
Time.
I'll just ask one question.
Mm-hmm.
Was this the same time that they were signing? Because they signed Ivy and Trina.
Yes.
They actually signed.
It was around that time.
And they also signed Kagwe Mungai.
Kagwe was already there.
Or Kagwe was already there.
Yeah, so as he was leaving, like Trina was there and Evelyn was brought in.
Okay.
Yeah, so I liked being a free spirit and being able to work with anyone, and so it can be complicated when you're signed to a label.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even your brand,
Mm-hmm.
can be skewed into a certain direction
Mm-hmm.
for certain results.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go on. So all this is happening. You're like yani nagonga ukuta, like nothing is happening. Like so you retreat to find the solution to this thing that you had.
Yeah. Like, how do I heal this? How do I fix this? And
this is about 2019.
Mid 2019, pre-COVID, before we knew what was about to happen. But I was just like, this is insanity. I keep doing the same things, hoping for a different result. Or I tried this way, it doesn't work. I tried this way, it doesn't work. I tried this way, it doesn't work. Eventually, you're like, okay, do I get a day job? Is this reality now? Does it mean that dreams only come true for certain people? Does it, or is it me? Is it my childhood trauma? What could it be? So I get into therapy to try and like figure out what's going on with me. Why am I so hell-bent on this one thing? And do I have other gifts? Do I have other passions? Is there any, if this thing isn't working, can we like switch lanes? Do we do something else? Do we grieve this and move on? Do we accept that music maybe is not for you? I know it's hard, sis. I know, I really know you wanted this, sis, but maybe it's just not for you. Maybe it's just not in the cards for you. Is there a possibility you can deal with that if this is the thing you wanted? And if that's so, what does this mean about creating my reality? Why isn't it working? What is it not real? What's happening here? Yeah.
You sounded like you had a lot of questions. So did you start getting answers, or did therapy help?
Therapy really helped, especially when you're able to gain a different perspective of yourself, right? So being able to see, even just being able to see that the thing that's off, I knew something was off, but I wasn't really able to see that the thing that's off is that I feel inferior. Now those are the things therapy was able to help me pinpoint. It hurts. Okay, where does it hurt? Why does it hurt? What's the root of the hurt? It helped me to call a thing by its name, or to be able to name the problem and see the root and be like, to gain a better understanding of why I am the way I am. Because for the most part, I was so angry at myself, like, I guess for being weak, or for not, if you really want this thing, then you go for it. Why are you over here being sad? And then you're angry at yourself for being sad and depressed. So it was just like such a cycle of like self-loathing, like why isn't it working for you? What's wrong with you? So there was a real internal split, because there's a part of you that's against you, and then now there's you, who you're trying to win and thrive, but there's a part of you that's just out to kill you. It feels like, and like in New Age thought, it's called your ego, right? it's your ego, it's your lower self that's really trying to kill you. Yeah.
So basically you sound like you're in a mental wreck at this time.
It was really a
it's almost like depression.
I would even I can't say I was diagnosed, but I'd be like, it was like a nervous breakdown for trying to get to this goal, seeing it working for other people, but it's not working for you, and being like, why, and then breaking down.
Okay, I want to know where this story goes on to, but because by the time you're seated here talking about that, you don't sound like you're there. You sound like right now the person seated here talking about that is a very different person from that person.
Yeah.
So what happens now? So therapy, do you do it the whole of 2019? The remainder of it?
Yeah. So